POPAVIST made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
Yes. Yes, 2 times. Y'all know the vibes. Ooh la la. She go ooh la la. Ooh la la. We go ooh la la. Okay. Okay. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Hit him with the Dougie. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop out of the bed like where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. That's my show. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, don't be shy. Come on in. Over here on this channel, we like to deal with the sports, hip-hop, interviews, Popavisms 101, and motivation. If that sounds like something you can rock with, then before you exit and hit stage left, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell. So when I upload the videos, you get alerted. Yeah. And if it's not your first time, then you know how I do. You already know how I start the show. Tony, there was no other way. We clearly in the end game now. And we is in the end game. And we in the end game because Hitman Holla had a home invasion on his house, I believe, Monday night. And if you follow him, you follow him. Who is Hitman Holla? Hitman Holla is currently one of the, the hosts, if you will, for WILDNOUT. Nick Cannon, you know what I mean? And he was apparently out of town or whatever, and his lady, Cinnamon, I'm not sure if that's her government name. When I was looking at the story and reading the clips like a lot of y'all, that's all the information, that was shown. But apparently he was away. 4 intruders came into his, to his home, and she was there. She was armed. I guess it was a burner in the place. He happened to be on live with her, which is crazy in itself because, you rap about these things, you see movies about people coming in and getting snatched or, bad things happen, even on live social media now in today's era. And yeah, it's all for sale. So, we see things like this now before it to happen to you, or in this case, for it to happen to him. There's nothing you can do. All those emotions and adrenaline pumping while you walking, someone, that you love through a crazy situation possibly. And it turned out to be crazy. She got shot in the face. They reporting the bullet went through the, the back of her head. And, they was, she didn't die. So she's in the hospital fighting for her life. You follow him. He put this post up and, pretty much was just saying, he need the praise, he need the positive energy, which, I send as well, as I'm sure a lot of his followers and fans are sending, through the outpour on the social media, and they could be in the comments. And a lot of people were saying a lot of crazy, wild shit too, like just trolling. Guess that's a part of the, the social media world now. You can't get through it. Niggas is not full transparency, meaning you can't see them because they're hiding. Meanwhile, your shit is open and, come on in. They can see everything. So a lot of dumb posts, a lot of cruel comments. But for the most part, he was going through it and, just saying he been crying a lot. He never really, can recall feeling a type of pain and, the emotions that he was going through. But she definitely a trooper on both ends, although, obviously we wish things would have turned out a little differently if she maybe wasn't harmed and, they could have just got what they came for and just got up out of there. And hopefully they got, video of them. I'm not sure if they got people in suspect, but, it's a saying, a well-known saying now because of the person that says it is, even I don't know if he's the, the originator of the saying, but it's, pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. So also in the comments, people were saying, damn, like, all of a sudden when you're gone, people, just coming up, and it could be a coincidence. I'm not even sure what area it happened at, where they, where they from. I know he's originally from, St. Louis, but so I'm not sure where the incident happened. If anybody know where the incident occurred, drop it in the comments, leave a comment. But people were saying, dogs and should have been there. Like you don't know when stuff like this is gonna happen. We living in truly in the last time. That's why I say it plainly, but really in reality, we are in the end game. And any day for individual, but the bigger picture, nothing lasts forever. Even the Bible tell you that, and for what that's worth. But back to the the situation, it's real unfortunate, and again, whether it's a coincidence that he had a home invasion while he was away. And I'll just say this too, I don't know if he was posting up saying he was gone, but a lot of times, because everything's all for sale and it's microwave, this shit is microwavable, your life is instant, in some ways, because you make it that way, or we as a society as a whole. And when you break it down into to smaller fractions, shouldn't post every little second that you're doing it. Again, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, like, we've seen cases where people was away and they posting, and then people burglarized them, or some shit happened back home while they away. And that's why you see a person like Cam, shout outs to Cam, Harlem stand up. He like, most of the time when I post, if I post if I post up somewhere where I'm at, I already left. And it's not because nigga is shaky, a little nervous, it's getting shaky, it's getting nervous. You just never really know. And I see a lot of times people don't really read when they follow you on social media. And that's why now I definitely be doing I may be right in my house just chilling and post up some beach shit or niggas surfing on the, you know what I mean? And people will comment like, yo, you ain't, because, I travel, often, and I have traveled a lot, all praises due. I'm happy to be able to do that. And if you haven't, you should get out and go get something as well, because nothing is just right on your front porch, People be like, yo, you ain't tell me you was leaving, or I ain't getting no invite, or woo, and 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 it's like, I'm right here, I never left nowhere. But because, you post a little beach Mai Tai picture, they think you somewhere else because they're not reading. It's a throwback, or, plotting and planning, whatever little captions people be putting. And, that can be a way to, mislead. And a lot of people, I'm sure, do that. It's like, yeah, that's not where I'm at. I just put that up. It's just a picture. It's Instagram. It's Twitter. It's whatever it is. Facebook. Shouting all these social media platforms out. But again, we sending positive energy, towards him. And, hopefully the perps get caught. Hopefully they got some ring or some shit set up where they either caught them coming in or going out, or some type of evidence was left. And obviously we sending prayers to, Cinnamon, her, to get well quickly, and her family. Now let's get to this other story real quick, because we also in the end game. You see the NBA season is starting next week, and there's still a lot of players. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot. I'll say at one time I thought it was just Kyrie and Andrew Wiggins, but I was wrong. It was probably about more close to 20 players. Even though Kyrie's name seemed like it's always spun in the media because it just give us that trigger, I guess, that they're looking for. But he's the villain, and Brooklyn came out with a statement. They decided to bench him because, he's not able to coincide with the mandates and the rules and regulations, that is, of New York, when it comes to the, the jab and all that. And so then days later, or, it seems like a day or two later, allegedly, sorta, kinda, it's reported that he's not anti-jab. He's really against people being laid off, being fired, because the mandation of the jab. Or some power to the people, and and standing on the front line. And when you hear it, you say, you try to dive into the layers and the thinking that is of Kyrie, and how they paint things, what's real, what's not real, what's perception, what's really reality, because the media can spin it. And if you're not a critical thinker, if you just go with everything to go along, get along, gang ass nigga ass chick, then you will be, in my opinion, like the Stephen A's, or even in this case, I seen a little clip on YouTube. Y'all know I'm in these YouTube streets. Oh yeah, I'm still running through these YouTube alleyways almost a year now, next month. You know what I mean? And you know, the swagoo and all that, you know, I really didn't dig their perspective, you know what I mean? And, you know, obviously Stephen A. say they don't talk about the athletes and it's just sports, but really they do, you know, cash dispersions, and they do put shit out there, throw little innuendos out there to paint people in a different light, in a negative light. Let's just be clear and call it what it is, you know what I'm saying? And so you got to say, is that the narrative that you're following? Or are you looking at it? And then you dive deep and you say, because like I told y'all, I did a video on this. Go see the other video. Yeah, I did a video on this. And my stance was pretty much that, you know, it's easy for the people in the comments, you know, in these social media platforms saying, yeah, Colin Kaepernick, and, you know, take one for the team and you the hero. And, you know, and whether he's the hero or he's living long enough to be the villain, you know what I mean, Dark Knight, remains to be seen on how we look back at this. What, you know, if he ends up coming in, he's already losing money. But I want to say, if he really is for the people that lost their job or they feel like they don't want to be forced, my body, my choice, you know what I mean? And I think it should be that way, especially if you're still going to get it, whether they're saying it's not going to be a level 10 or a level 7. All right, that's people's choice to deal with it the way they want to deal with it. You can't mandate that, especially if their health is good, immune system is good. That's my stance. If he is for those people, shouldn't he just come out and champion that argument? Like, yo, listen, this, you know, if you're not anti-jab, take the jab, play ball. And I'm not saying shut up and dribble. That's definitely not my stance. I'm saying, you know, you can still move forward without losing money, because you could be giving that money to the people that lost the job. You could be doing anything with it because, oh, by the way, that's his money. And I wasn't in the gym, you know what I mean, shooting with him. I wasn't in the gym practicing them jump shots and them crossovers, you know what I'm saying? So he can do what the hell he want. I'm just saying, if you really for the people in that way, people like Muhammad Ali, they was trying to force him to, you know, go to the draft and go to war and fight, you know, the Chinaman, who he was like, he ain't never did nothing to me. So if my choices is strip me from the title and I can't box no more, or go to a war where I could possibly lose my life because I'm not a soldier in that regard, oh yeah, I'll just let you take the champion, but up here and here and by the people, all, you know, I'm gonna be the champion. He was the champ. Like, the champ is here. The champ is here. Like, he was the champ. And, you know, whether you believe Kaepernick, you know, kind of took that path or not, some people say he did, some people say he did, but then he veered off, and obviously he never came in the lead again, and we forget, and it's a mark in history. So it's like, y'all saying Kyrie should sacrifice his career and everything he worked for, and he can, because he's rich, he's a millionaire. At least I think he's straight, you know what I mean? Not like the, you know, the NBA scandal that came out with Glenn Baby Davis and, you know, Darius Miles and all of them, just to get $4 million, and you just to get by, just to get by, just to get by, like, oh, just to get high. You know what I mean? Talib Kweli. I don't know if that's the case. I think Kyrie is pretty good. I think he's done well for himself. And, you know, this is the last year of his contract as well. So Brooklyn can't really play hardball. The ball is in his court, and it's the red pill or blue pill for him. He can choose his own destiny. But no matter which way he goes, what is your opinion? And, you know, again, like, I don't know if he's a martyr. Say he retires, not, you know, say he retires because of, you know, the mandate. He not rocking with it. Is he a hero? Is he a martyr? I mean, I would say he's somebody that stood on his ground, and he should be able to do that. This is America, the land of the free, the home of the fucking brave. Right? Right. That's the motto. That's what we say we stand upon. So he should be able to do whatever he wants as long as he's not hurt. Now you can say, oh, but he is, because he's not vaxxed and this and this and that. And again, you can get it even though you vaxxed. They just saying it may not be a 10, but it'll be a 7. Okay. Still gonna live, God willing, because he's the ultimate say-so. And that's how I'm basing my shit off, like, you know what I mean? And real quick, you know, shout outs to Mama V. She called me up, you know what I mean? And we was chopping up. She older now, you know what I mean? And, you know, it was a good hearing from her, you know what I mean? Definitely when you don't hear from somebody in a while that you have love for. But we was, you know, talking about it, and, you know, is it good, is it bad, etc. And, you know, again, it's everybody's own individual choice. So you just got to do how you got to do for you and yours. So you can't let Kyrie lead you. Can't let what the big networks is saying. Don't get duped, you know what I mean, and fall for the banana in the tailpipe. You already know what it is. Leave a comment, leave your thoughts. I'm all ears, you know what I mean? You was just tuned in. POPAVIST TV, that's my show. I told y'all that already. We live, we rolling, we unscripted. So over here, yeah, in my kingdom, we do what we want. And we authentic because our track record is intact. Not because we stabbed 100 niggas and made $1 million every day. Just because our track record is intact. We authentic, that feeling back up in here, dropping knowledge on your ass. Yeah, kid.